in details. So they're going to be asking you other questions like, what is your expertise? What are you good at? So you can pretty much say a few things. I'm a good listener. I'm a good team leader. Influencing, fine-tuning any type of project, streamlining a project is definitely one of my assets. So very short and sweet and get to the point. They want to hear that you're a team builder and willing to work with others. So they don't really care if you have all the expertise or if you have all the degrees in the world. They care if you are a good listener, if you're willing to work with others, and if you're willing to share your ideas and cooperate with others in a better fashion. That's the bottom line. Now, the other thing they're going to ask you is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Alright, strength, you can pretty much boil it up and make it very simple. My strengths are good in communication, I'm a team player, I'm very patient, I'm willing to take the stand, I'm the first that's always initiating in any type of project. That's my strength in general. Now, weaknesses, you don't really want to say exactly what your weaknesses are, but because you don't want to say, I don't have any weaknesses, because everybody has it. I mean, don't get me wrong. So, weaknesses, you can pretty much say, my weaknesses is being too much involved in a project, too multitask type of person, I would say. But you want to tell them that even though you've become too multitask, tell them how you've been able to resolve that or helped you lessen that up. So you could say, I've been more a multitask person, I've been putting my viewpoint on subject A, B, and C, but now what I'm doing is prioritizing. I am having an agenda book where I do step A, followed by step B, step C. I'm following a step flow chart in such a way. So I'm actually helping my weaknesses go away in such a better format. So those are some of the things that they're going to be asking you in a nutshell. But again, you want to be very sweet, you want to be very concrete, you want to be very bold, you want to take charge as well, because you know what's going to happen. The interview person is going to be yapping their mouths off, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to interrupt as well, but you want to look like you are in charge. You want to look at that person in the eye, engage a little bit. Don't be like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, that's nonsense. Everybody can do that, but actually listen to what the questions are, and whatever question they ask, don't try to give it right away, because that kind of ruins it, because you're thinking too fast. Try to digest the question in a better format. That's definitely my suggestion that you want to go ahead and do. But the last thing I'm gonna ask you is, why do we feel you're an asset to the company? What are you gonna bring to the table? Now, you want to say that I believe I will be a better candidate than the rest of the teammates because I have a better strategy in bringing solutions to a better format. I'm great at streamlining products. I will bring a positive energy vibe to your teammates. And I will be the first to take the lead in any type of projects. And I'm always the first to be recognized in any of my past projects. And if you want to be really bold, you can even show them a recommended letter from your prior boss or any prior project, so they really know you're not BSing them. So that's basically my suggestions for you. And of course, there's many things you can talk about, but last but not least, you want to ask them, the last question is, in your company, what are the things that are hurting you, or what is the weaknesses that you see in your company, etc., etc. And they'll talk about it a little bit, and just give them your concrete, tell them that in your position that you know how to facilitate some of those challenges. And if they ask you, where do you see yourself the next 5 years, or what are your goals and desires in the next 5 years? You want to tell them that you see yourself in a better leadership type of person. You see yourself as a manager, someone who's going to influence a team, and much more. Show them that you have drive, that you want to go somewhere in life. You just don't want to collect a paycheck. So that's what my suggestion is. And also what I recommend you guys do is, if you want to be more bold and learn how to talk to people in a better format, is go ahead and read some books. And one of the books I definitely recommend you guys is this book, which I've been reading for quite some time now. This book will give you a better methodology of how to speak with people from any type of levels and any type of field. It's a great book. It's short. It's easy to read. It's how to talk to anyone. 92 little things for being successful in a relationship. And the author's Leo Lauders. Good stories, and I highly recommend. Anyways, this is pretty much done with my session today. Now, if you guys have any comments or suggestion, go ahead and write it down below. And I highly recommend you guys also subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like to learn more about our program and much more, check us out.